Eating pecans is a luxury, but have you ever thought where it all comes from?
Throughout this video, we will be taking an inside look at the pecan farm at the Schmidt house. We are going to be taking you step by step through the process that the pecans go through from the time of falling to the ground to your pecan pie.
First, leaves are blown off of the pecans. Then the pecans are blown into windrows. This method makes it easier for the harvester since it won't have to maneuver around all of the trees. Next, the harvester is brought in to pick up the pecans. The harvester has rubber fingers attached to a cylinder that wipe them up into a bin, and some of the debris is blown out the back. The sweeper in the front of the right wheel sweeps them away to ensure that they do not get drove over and smashed by the harvester. Now the pecans take a trip to the shop to be sorted. Here you can see that the harvester does not throw out all of the debris. The excess debris that was not thrown out by the harvester is thrown in the trash. Damaged pecans are also thrown away. Now the pecans are washed. First, they are let soak for about 2 hours in bleach diluted with water. This cleans the outer shell of the pecan and the nut is not harmed by the diluted bleach. Then they are spread out onto a screen and rinsed. Next, the pecans are put into the dryer to dry. Once they are dry, they are off to the cracker. Cracking is a large part of the process. This is the stage where all of the pecans get cracked so that you don't have to crack them yourself. First, the pecans are put into a bin at the top. Now they travel up the pecan carrier and are dropped in the turret. The turret then takes the pecan to the cracking rod to be cracked. Then the pecans are dropped into the auger and travel up to the blower. The blower blows away some of the excess pecan shells. The pecan shells are blown into the back part of the shop into a bin while the pecans are dropped into a tub. Next up is tumbling. The pecans get put into a tumbler to get rid of all the small particles. The pecans tumble for about 15 minutes to ensure that all of the small debris is out of the pecans. Now the pecans go back inside for inspecting. Each pecan is inspected to make sure it is good. All of the bad pecans are thrown away, and all of the good pecans go into a tub to then be dried. Next, the pecans go back into the dryer to be dried. There's a lot of moisture in the pecans and they need to be left out overnight to be dried. Finally, it is time for the pecans to be bagged. This is the last step before the pecans are sold. 3 pounds and 1 ounce are put into each bag and are then sold. And yes, that is where it all came from.